The other bits of TV you've done are quite interesting as well, having appeared on Jonathan Creek and also providing soundtracks for Grey's Anatomy and Chuck.
Yes. That we were really chuffed about that, actually. And in fact, one of our tracks was on the Delicious Miss Dow program, the last episode as well. So we seem to be on soundtracks quite a lot, but of course, Grey's Anatomy doesn't get better than that.
No.
But actually, Jonathan Creek was my favorite because I've always had a bit of a soft spot for him. I forget his name now. It's really embarrassing. What is it, Alan?
It's gone. I can't think of it.
Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, there you go. I love him that much. I can't even remember his name. But I've always really, really liked him, and to be there and do that program with him was really cool. And I actually quite enjoyed watching it afterwards because I thought it was a really good story.
Yeah, it is.
Plus, they made us look really pretty.
Oh, well, that
with the lighting in that.
Alan Davis.
Alan Davis. There you go. Yes, I think he's brilliant.
Yeah, it's a good program. But as I say, it must have been fascinating doing that. But you also performed at Glastonbury last year. Yeah,
we did, and that was fantastic because it had just stopped raining, and we arrived just as it was stopping, and suddenly the sun came out, and it got really warm, and suddenly the place where we were playing, which was the Avalon tent, just filled up completely, all in one go. And we were playing in front of quite a big audience, and everybody was really happy as well. So it was a really, really good one.
No, I must admit, I did have this vision of you guys in those fabulous dresses and wellies.
Well, last time we did it, because this time it was good, so we didn't have to wear wellies.
Yeah.
The time before, although I did bring a pair of wellies that was sensational, they were. I think I was wearing the best wellies in Glastonbury, but then that's my opinion. But 2 years ago, or was it 2 or 3 years ago? I can't remember. The one when it just would not stop raining, and we arrived, and the mud was up to our thighs. And we had really long frocks that year, so we had to be transported literally we had to be carried by strapping young men onto the stage because we could not walk.
I bet that was a real hardship.
Yeah, it was for them. Faster.
Now, your album, the second album that we've been using or playing tracks from at the moment is called The Rise and Fall of Ruby Woo. And
yes.
You've actually been involved in writing some of the songs yourselves.
Yes, yeah, we wrote 5 out of the tracks that are on the album. Yeah, completely. We just did the writing and the arrangements ourselves. And it was great.
This is something which I guess a lot of people maybe don't realise, that the Puppinis don't just do cover versions of old 40s and 50s big band songs, but you actually write, produce, compose all your own stuff, don't you? Or a lot of your own
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah, well, we don't write entirely, we arrange ourselves. And yes, the album, that particular album was co-produced by us. Everything was arranged by us, including all the horn parts. And yeah, 5 of the tracks are ours. So yes, some would say not just pretty faces.
Oh, definitely not. No, but certainly that as well.
Thank you.
It's okay. The third album is in production at the moment, and that's made up entirely of original songs. Is that right?
Well, we've taken a slight detour, actually. We've decided that is definitely on the cards, and it's going to happen probably next year. In the meantime, we got a little bit nostalgic last Christmas as we were doing our Christmas tour, and decided that it would be really nice to do an entirely Christmassy album, because it's been a while since anyone's done one, and it's something that we're doing purely for our own pleasure. But obviously it's going to be available to buy, but it's something a little bit self-indulgent that we thought, we love Christmas, we love doing these songs, we've got to record them.
Oh,
that's yeah, it's out. It's going to be. I have, you're the first one that I've told officially that this is happening. We're making a Christmas album for next one, for Christmas 2010.
We'll have to get a copy of that because that'll be our Christmas playlist.
I hope so. It's going to be a good one.
Now, I've got to tell you that the Puppinis, obviously, we've been playing Wuthering Heights originally, and then we've been playing the album as well because you've been one of our artists of the week, and it's been a pleasure playing the tracks from the album. But we've had a very, very... It's great because it's developed so much interest in people. Some people love it. Some people aren't so sure about it. Is that the way
Yeah. I think that's a sign of something that's interesting. If you get people either really, really loving it or really hating it. And in the beginning, when we were young and innocent, we used to go and look at all the forums to see what people said. And some people got really incensed, and then heated debates would spark because as many people would defend the tracks and say, actually, I prefer the Puppini Sisters version of Wuthering Heights.
Yeah.
If you can imagine that. But it's really interesting to see how strongly people react.
Well, this is exactly what's happened here in Spain. As I say, we've had so many people coming on going, God, that's brilliant, and others going, that's terrible. And you sort of go, great. It's really sort of firing people up and getting them interested in what's happening, which is absolutely lovely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we don't like to be ignored.
So what's the future for the Puppinis? What are you going to be doing this year? Are you touring? Are you going to be doing any festivals?
No, we can't do festivals, sadly, because we're going to be in the studio all of pretty much all of the festival season. So we're actually going on tour. We're touring a little bit at the beginning of June, and then so this is in Europe, and then we're locked in the studio until the end of July, and then we're going to take a holiday. And then we're going to start touring again from September, and that'll probably take us to the States as well. So we'll do France, Germany, and the States.
See, everybody misses Spain.
Well, actually, you know what? We've never been to Spain. It's quite unbelievable. Yeah, I know. Please call us to Spain. Please tell the Spanish that they need to listen to the Puppini Sisters.
We will, most definitely.
Yeah, because we love Spain, and we're a bit gloomy that we haven't managed to come.
Oh, well, that's it. We're going to have to sort out a Puppini's tour of Spain now.
Yes. I leave you in charge of that.
Right, okay. Now, if we asked you for one track off The Rise and Fall of Ruby Woo that you think says, this is the Puppinis, this is what we're all about, what would that track be?
Oh, God. The first thing that came to my mind is I Can't Believe I'm Not a Millionaire. That kind of sums things up nicely for us.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's I would say that describes us. Or you can or there's there's always Crazy in Love as well. That's quite a fun one. But I Can't Believe I'm Not a Millionaire is the one that kind of describes our plight.
Right. Okay. Then we shall play that one definitely with this interview when we do it.
Great.
All right. Marcella, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
It's been a great pleasure.
And we're working on getting you down here.
Yes. So I'm going to keep tabs on you and see if you've organised a good tour for us.
Right.
All right.
Thank you for your time once again.
Take care.
And you. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.